Hello, my name is Jordi Ibern. I'm a Reiki, meditation, mindfulness teacher, a therapist, and the founder of Kisetsu Reiki and Meditation School. Today I would like to reflect on meditation. Now it feels like meditation is a trend because it is everywhere. You can hear the word meditation in many different places. Mindfulness meditation, guided meditation, vipassana meditation, Zen meditation, meditation for reducing anxiety, meditation for dealing with stress, for improving your relationships, meditation for inner peace. I think it's a trend because we actually need meditation. Meditation is a yin practice that requires stopping. And actually nowadays, it's very difficult to stop because there's a lot of doing and very little of stopping. In meditation, we have like three main ingredients. They had always been there. This never changed. Things have changed in meditation, like the goals. The goals why we practice today meditation are completely different than why people practice meditation 2000 years ago. Actually, 2000 years ago, it was like practicing meditation in order to eliminate completely the self and to get full realization or nirvana. Now we don't try to find nirvana or full realization. We do meditation just to survive. And it's fine because life changes and we humans change with life. That the three main ingredients before deepening for real the meditation are still the same that they were there 2,000 or 3,000 years ago. The first ingredient is stopping. You can't practice fast meditation. You can't practice meditation while you're rushing, while you're stressed. That is not meditation. The first ingredient is stopping. And unless you master this first ingredient, you can't go to the second, neither to the third one. And obviously you can't go to the deeper or deepest parts of meditation. So the first one is stopping. And stopping can be also understood as slowing down. But in general is understood as stopping. In order to practice meditation, you have to stop doing things. And before entering into the mindset, into stopping your mind, which is not very accurate, it's a physical thing. First, you have to learn how to stop physically. Unless you learn how to stop physically, you can't learn how to practice meditation. Stop physically is literally stop physically. You can use a chair, you can use one of these pillows, you can use a meditation bench, it doesn't matter. But it implies physical stop. First, you have to learn that. Nothing else. Forget about the goals, forget about feeling better, forget about inner peace. Just learn how to stop and be quiet for just 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It can be indoors at home, in your office, it can be in the park, it can be in the mountains, it can be by the beach. It doesn't matter. But first, you need to stop. And it's difficult because we haven't learned how to stop. Since we were kids, everything was like fast. Do it now. There's a problem. Fix the problem. Solve this. There's something to do. In the culture, we didn't promote stillness. Even as kids, if we were just, laying down and being bored, our parents, adults, teachers were coming and saying, "What do you do?" And you were answering, "Nothing, just thinking," or "Nothing, just resting." And they would immediately tell you, "You don't have to do anything, or you don't have to study, or why don't you go to play?" So that's how we learned that stopping wasn't a good thing. Because out of repetition, eventually you learn that if everybody who's wiser than you is telling you, do something, do not stop, so eventually you learn that stopping is not a good thing. And now you have to relearn that stopping, it is a good thing. Because in nature, in the universe, in everything, there is moments of action and moments of quietness. That is balance, and we need balance. So in this very rushy and stressful world, almost hectic world, we need to relearn how to stop for 10, 15, 20 minutes per day of 24 hours. Stopping consciously for 20 minutes is not that much. And first, trust me, before learning anything else on meditation, learn how to stop. Find your posture. One of these pillows, a chair, a sofa, a stone in the garden, and just learn how to sit still. Find a posture that is comfortable and healthy at the same time. And just keep your eyes open, staring to the horizon, staring to a tree, staring to a plant or something steady, fixed, or close your eyes. And see what happens when you don't do and when you don't move your body. And then the second ingredient of meditation arises, observing. But in order to be able to observe, first you have to stop. Just stop. See what happens. And then it's like, okay, but if I stop, my mind keeps working a lot. I have a monkey mind. It's crazy. That's fine. First, teach your body that to do nothing is fine. Your mind, I promise you that, eventually will follow. But first, the mind is not trained, not yet. Has been trained actually to do the opposite, to think, to overthink. So if all of a sudden you tell your mind after decades, okay, now just stop, the mind doesn't even know how to do that. But if you learn how to stop physically, which is much easier than slowing down your mind eventually will follow. Because the mind and the body are connected. They are not separate things. They're actually the same thing. The mind is the result of some movement, electrical connections that happens in your body. So if you slow down movements, if you remain quiet for some time, eventually the mind slows down. It doesn't happen in one day. It doesn't happen in 1 week. It doesn't happen in 1 month. But it happens to everyone. So first, stop your body. Second, observe. What do I observe? Your mind. What happens in your mind? I have a lot of thoughts. Observe the content of these thoughts. What are you thinking about? Your job, your partner, your past, your future, your dreams, your fantasies, the movie that you watched yesterday. Observe the contents of your thoughts, because this observation will give you a lot of interesting and important information about yourself. You will finally have time to observe what's going on inside you. So observe the thoughts. Do not try to stop them, not just yet. Just observe them. Then observe your body. What happens when you stop? Do you feel tension? Do you have pain? Your knee, your back, headache, tension on your shoulder? See what happens in your body. You are your body. You really need to be aware what happens in your body. If there is tension, you need to know that there is tension. If there's something that hurts, you need to know that there's something that hurts. Do not try to heal it or change it. Not just yet. First, you need to know what the problem is and where the problem is located. Then, eventually, we'll go in a different direction. But first, you need to observe where your mind is and how your body feels. And also observe what you feel. Do you have emotions when you stop and you sit? Do you feel sad? Do you feel happy? Are you afraid? Are you angry, worried, anxious, joyful, excited? Observe your sensations, your feelings, and your emotions. It's good to know how you are. For me, what is sad is that sometimes I get back home, it's 7 or 8 p.m., and all of a sudden I sit and I realize that I'm tired. It's sad because 10 minutes before I wasn't aware that I was tired, and that makes me feel sad because I am tired and I don't even feel it because I'm too busy. I really need to know what's going on in me. If I'm tired, I want to know that I'm tired. If I am happy, I want to know that I'm happy. If I'm afraid, I want to know that I'm afraid. If my back hurts, I want to know that my back hurts. Because it's much easier to find solutions when you know what's going on. But when you don't, it's like you try to find solutions blindly. And in general, you fail because you don't even know what the problem is. So when you finally stop and give yourself just 20 minutes of your time, of your busy time, you start spending time with yourself. Then you start knowing yourself better. Especially if you master these two ingredients, these two components of meditation. Stopping and observing, deep observation. And when you learn how to do that, we go to the third ingredient, accepting. Because at some point you really want the meditation make you feel better. That's probably why you try to do meditation. And that's why you feel frustrated because you think you're not good at that. But when you accept what you observe without a judgment, then you start having peace. If you just accept that you're tired, if you just accept that you're a bit sad, if you just accept that you're missing someone, if you just accept that you're scared of the changes that are coming to your life, if you accept that, a deep breath happens, a breath of relaxation. Acceptance always brings peace. It doesn't have to bring happiness. If you're dealing with some difficult time in your life that makes you feel sad or grieving, obviously you will not be happy, but you still can have peace. So the first three components of meditation, 1, 2, 3, is first learning how to stop. Just master that, forget about anything else. Second, once you learn how to stop for 20 or 30 minutes regularly, go to the second one. Observe what's going on. Observe how you feel. Observe everything in your life. You have 20 minutes every day to do that. The rest of the day, I'm pretty sure that you're busy doing something else. And the third ingredient, probably the most difficult and challenging one, accept what's going on in your life. Accept what you feel. Accept everything. Do not feel it's like a resignation. No, it's acceptance. Acceptance means I am here right now. I can probably change that. Resignation is completely different. It means I am here right now and this is it. There's nothing I can do. Obviously, you can do something. If you stop, you observe, and you feel that you're tired, and you accept that you're tired, you will rest. So it's not resignation. Acceptance, it places you in the perfect spot. So you know what's going on, and you probably have already insight on what a solution might help. So remember these 3 ingredients: stopping, observing, and accepting. Then eventually we'll go to the deeper parts of meditation. But first, it's important to master these 3 components: accepting, observing, stopping. Thank you very much. I hope I'll see you in the next reflection. And if you want to know more about me, about my work, about my school, you can visit kisetsu.es. You can subscribe. I have many videos, more reflections, and it's always a pleasure to have you on the other side of the screen. Thank you very much.